Oh, hi there, everyone. Welcome to another Cardwell's Cauldron here. I'm Cardwell.
I'm Kevin.
And today on Geektopia, we're bringing back an old deck, and hopefully it'll do good. Who knows? I kind of wanted to bring them back just because it's kind of a creature town now in Standard. But before we go ahead and do that, we'd like to let you know that we did start a Patreon. And if you'd like to go ahead and support us and see us evolve with all your hard-earned cash, just go ahead and click the link down below. And we'll love you for it, definitely. But what we're bringing back is good old dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Because they need to. They're powerful. They need to be in the spotlight before they get exiled away.
Yeah, for sure.
And of course, the deck name is called Reptar's Revenge. Because hopefully...
Because it's Reptar. Rah, rah.
Yeah, Reptar. He's coming back. Now, the dinosaur list, of course, is almost the same. But because there are no new dinosaurs.
Yeah.
But the spells are going to make it where it pushes it over the top.
Yeah.
The first one, I always like this guy, Siegehorn Ceratops. 1 green, 1 white, 2/2. Has an enrage. Whenever it gets dealt damage, it gets 2 counters on it. So therefore, it can just keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger.
Yeah, he just gotta survive one damage the first time, and then you just get to go ham.
Just 1 hit, and that's it. We're all good.
Next up is a Ranging Raptor, 3 mana for a 2/3 with Enrage. When he is dealt damage, you may search your library for a basic land and put it in the battlefield tapped.
This hopefully just helps you ramp, or make them not want to swing in an attack.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
This is pretty good.
Yeah. Now, the guy that sets up everything for you, as you can tell, we have an Enraged theme. Forerunner of the Empire. 3 in a red, 1/3. But when he enters the battlefield, you search your library for a dinosaur card, put it on top. And then whenever a dinosaur comes into play under your control, you may have Empire do 1 damage to everything. To all creatures. Their creatures, your creatures. So it's like a mini chain whirler, but every time you play a dinosaur. And every time this happens, you get value. That's how we're going to do it.
Yeah, because all you dudes enrage and do silly things.
Oh, yeah.
Like this dude, the Needletooth Raptor. He's a 4 mana, 2/2. When he enrages, or when he's dealt damage, he deals 5 damage to target creature and opponent controls.
Yeah, this guy is insane. Like, I think when I first built it, I put like 1 or 2 in the main board. We're going to go ahead and do a playset, because this guy's just too good. Especially with Liars going out there. And then this just can kill every time a mono blue creature. Sure, they might have a dive down for 1, but are they going to have 1 for every time you play a dinosaur? Maybe not.
Yeah, probably not. This dude definitely needs to be answered because he just gets to be like,
yeah,
I'm just shoot that dude for 5.
Kill your board. Kill your board. The next one is Ripjaw Raptor, of course, 2 and 2 green. 4/5, which I noticed last time I played last week that a 4/5 body is insanely powerful right now. Because I played against Josu Vest and I was like, this guy's such a bastard. You can't get past him. But in Rage, you draw a card whenever it's dealt damage. So therefore, there's your tiny draw engine.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Nothing crazy, but it's there.
Yeah.
Next up is the Regisaur Alpha, the big dude. He is 5 mana, red, green, and 3 for a 4/4. Other dinosaurs gain haste. And whenever he enters the battlefield, you put a 3/3 dinosaur token with trample into play.
Yep. So if you get to, then you can trigger Forerunner twice with this one guy, and then just swing out with that. And yeah, he's self-explanatory. He's just really good. Yeah, this guy was my favorite dino, and I got to use him against Scarab God a lot, and it's pretty awesome. Trapjaw Tyrant, 3 and 2 white, 5/5. Whenever it's enraged, then you can exile target creature and place it under him until he leaves the battlefield.
Yeah.
So, also another way just to get rid of dudes constantly.
Yeah, he just eats all the duders.
Yep. Sure, they might kill him, but they have all the other stuff to try to kill while you're killing other dudes with your dudes.
Yeah,
That's just how it works.
You don't worry about your things living all the time because they're probably not.
Yeah, exactly. It dies to removal is a classic staple
Yeah.
of Magic.
Yeah, and the last one is the big bad of the deck. And I mean, he's an awesome dinosaur. Ghalta, the Primal Hunger.
Yep.
He's 12 mana for a 12/12 trample. He costs X less to cast, where X is the total power of creatures you control.
As simple as that. We all know who Ghalta is. He's amazing. And might as well throw him in this dinosaur deck, especially if you can give him 2 ways to give him haste. And yeah, just a 12/12, just swinging in with trample. Now, to do our enrage stuff, the first spell is Reckless Rage. 1 red. It deals 4 damage to target creature you don't control, and then 2 damage to target creature you do control. And this is all I've always done so much work with this card.
It's pretty silly.
So like you can do that, kill one of their dudes, go get a basic land, or exile one of their dudes, or draw a card just for 1 red. instant speed too. That's the best part about it.
And if your Ceratops already has an 8 counter on it, you're just like, cool, Ceratops getting big.
Yeah. Take 2 damage, get 2 counters. Don't care.
Yeah. Next up is Assure and a Symbol, and you're most likely going to be playing Assure, which is a green or white and green or white. It's a hybrid.
Yep.
And it's an instant. You put a 1/1 counter on target creature. That creature gains indestructible until the end of turn. Or your Symbol, you can pay a green, white, and 4. As an instant, create 3 2/2 green and white Elf Knight tokens with Vigilance.
Yeah, that's when you fight against definitely hard control when they're board wiped and you're like, okay, well, end of turn, I got dudes. But Assure is the best one because you're like, Ceratops swing, turn 3, and they're like, okay, and then you're like, BAM!
Yeah.
Indestructible, counter, now he's a 5/5 on turn 3. And then if you have Reckless Rage, when they play something on their turn, you're just like, well, kill the dude, my dude's bigger, swing 7 next turn on turn 4.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, that's one of the things I really wanted to do with that one. Of course, we have to throw it in because we have red-green as Rhythm of the Wild. It's just too good. Your creature spells can't be countered, and when all of them have Riot. All non-token creatures. So, comes into play, either get a counter or haste.
Yeah, the card's insane.
Self-explanatory with big old dinos, just doing whatever they want to do.
Next up is another split card.
Yep.
Collision Colossus.
Yep.
It is a red-green hybrid and 1, so 2 mana, instant. Collision deals 6 damage to target creature with flying. Or Colossus is a red and a green. Instant, target creature gains +4/+2 and trample until the end of turn.
No, this uncommon is way too powerful in this meta right now.
Oh yeah.
It kills Jins, it kills Lyras, it kills Doom Whispers if anyone ever plays those anymore. But it also, Colossus, you swing in with your dudes, they would try to kill it with dudes, and you just like, it's a 4/2 now in rage triggers. Especially also on turn 2 with, or turn 3 with Ceratops, you just swing and then do a lot of damage.
Oh yeah, it's real good.
And of course, we have to throw in here Domri, Chaos Bringer. 2, red, green. You can do a +1, add a green or a red, and if you spin on a creature, they gain Riot, which is amazing. So turn 4 and then turn 5, you can play whatever you need to and have haste.
Yeah.
And the -3s, you look at the top cards, and you get 2 creatures from among them, put them in your hand, the rest of the bottom library, which also helps with just grabbing more dinos at the end. And if you get there, when you win more, you do -8, get an emblem saying at the end of each turn, theirs and yours, you get a 4/4 green-red board creature with a trample.
Yeah, which that doesn't sound like super overbearing, but seeing it played and doing it one time, I was like, this is insane.
Oh yeah.
Because it's a lot of damage over, like, if they don't answer it, which they can't, it's just, that's a threat every turn.
It's an emblem, and it's on their turn and your turn. It's just like, bore.
Yeah, and the final split card is Thrash and Threat. It is 2 red or green hybrids, which is instant, target, and it's Thrash. Target creature you control deals damage to target creature you don't control, or planeswalker you don't control.
It's just good.
And then Threat is a red, green, and 2. For sorcery, create a 4/4 red and green beast with trample.
Probably not going to be used as much. I wish it was instant, because that'd be super good.
Yeah, it'd be probably too good, though.
But then just Thrash. It's not a fight card per se, but it still does damage to planeswalkers if you need to. Say if you have a Trapjaw, they play What's His Face to Fairy, and you just immediately kill it. Don't even care.
Yeah, Thrash is so strong.
Yeah.
It does so much, because you're just like, I'm going to kill the dude, because I don't want it.
Yeah, my dudes kill your dudes, and that's all we need. Now, of course, the lands, not too bad. We have a lot of green in here, so we're trying to focus more on that. But we have Clifftop Retreats, 3 forests, 3 mountains, and 1 plains. We're doing more basics because of the Raging Raptor to be able to go ahead and ramp up faster. Then we have 3 Rootbound Crags, Sacred Foundries, Stomping Grounds, and then 2 of each of the Sunpetal Grove and Temple Gardens. It's just a solid 3-color package, pretty much.
Yeah, I mean, since all the shock lands and dual lands are out right now, all the buddy lands, it's just, you get them all.
Yeah. Now, this time we actually do have honorable mentions because I found some cards that people kind of forgot about. Especially this first one called Isolate. 1 white instant. Exile target permanent converted mana cost 1. That destroys mono blue. Just straight up. Get rid of your Curious Obsession, your Unblockable Dude, your Storm Tamer if you're tapped out. Or even Legion's Landing for mono white. They play that turn 1, you're like, okay, well exile it because I don't want to deal with that.
Yeah, Isolate does get rid of a lot of things.
Yes, it's insanely pretty good right now.
It's pretty wild.
Yeah.
Next up is Priest of the Wakening Son. He is a 1 white for a 1/1. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may reveal a dinosaur card from your hand. If you do, gain 2 life.
Yeah.
Or you can pay 5 and sacrifice him, search your library for a dinosaur card, reveal it, and put it in your hand.
So obviously against aggro, mono blue, mono red, you just turn 1 play them, turn 2 gain 2, gain 2. Like you just constantly just buffer your life total against them. Now of course Cindervines has to be in there because it's insanely good against control and Nexus of Fate, which is amazing. So red and green enchantment. Whenever an opponent casts a non-creature spell, Cindervines deals 1 damage to that player. And you can pay 1, sacrifice it, destroy target artifact or enchantment, and deals 2 damage to that permanent's controller. So it can be a slower naturalize, or it can just ping them constantly if you get it on turn 2.
Yeah, Cindervines is super strong.
Oh yeah.
Next up is Damping Sphere. 2 mana for an artifact. If a land is tapped for 2 or more mana, it produces waste instead of any other type and amount.
Yeah, that's good old modern.
And each spell a player casts that costs 1 or 1 more to cast for each other spell that players cast this turn.
So Phoenix is coming back on the rise as the namesake. So this card's gonna screw it over. Like,
that's pretty wild.
Yeah. People have forgot about this card, and if people just start playing it in the sideboard, then it'll be amazing. Now, the next one is Relentless Raptor. It's just a simple uncommon, red-white, vigilance, 3/3. Whenever it has to attack or block each turn if able. Against mono blue, this kills it at first. Because you're just like, turn 2, I have a big dude that has to block your dude, or you're just out damaging them quickly.
Yeah. Next up is the Deafening Clarion. Red, white, and 1 for sorcery. You choose 1 or both. And it is just to deal 3 damage to each creature, or creatures you control gain lifelink until the end of turn.
Yep. I really want to see how this works out with the dinosaurs in Rhythm of Wild, because like you can get them above 3, and then all your enraged trigger happens, and you gain lifelink and you swing
Pretty
in.
silly.
So I would like to see how that would actually work if it worked out. And of course, because he's a dinosaur and Golgari can go suck it, Deathgorge Scavenger, 2 and a green, enters the battlefield or attacks. You may exile a target card from opponent's graveyard, or any graveyard for that matter. Yep. If it's a creature card, you gain 2 life. If it's any other thing, it's a +1/+1 until end of turn.
Yeah, Deathgorge is just good.
He's just a good overall card.
Mm-hmm. Next up is the Kinjali Sungwing. He's a white and 2 for a 2/3 flying dinosaur, and creatures your opponent control enter the battlefield tapped.
Simple, aggro.
Yeah, you're playing aggro, you're gonna stay back a turn with your swiftness. Thanks.
Yeah. Now, Unbreakable Formation is the last one. Everyone knows this card by now, hopefully. It can probably go in the main board instead of Assure, but to be able to have big dudes and then all of a sudden just their +1/+1 counters, indestructible, vigilance, swing in, it's pretty good. That or against control, which is why it's mainly honorable mention. They board wipe, you're like, okay. And there's not much Settle the Wreckage anymore.
Yeah.
Think the goodness, for sure.
And the last final big dude of the deck in the sideboard that you can use or want to if you want is Carnage Tyrant. 2 green and 4 for a 7/6 with trampled, hexproof, and he can't be countered.
Goes without saying, this guy's insane.
Yeah, he's super strong, he's still super strong, and he's also still super expensive.
Yep, $33 when we were just doing this, so who knows, it might change by the time you watch this, but still. That's why it's in honorable mentions instead of just throw in your deck as fast as possible. Because if anything, besides Domri Raid and the lands, it's pretty cheap deck overall. But with that, if you'd like to go ahead and go over the list again, and the list will be down below. And hopefully you enjoy this little dino deck. It should be fun. I kind of we'll play it for a brawl for sure and see how it will work with the current meta. But with that, hopefully you enjoyed your stay here at Geektopia Island. Goodbye.
Later. Also, guys, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and if you want to keep up to date on all of our future content, make sure you tap that bell.
And go ahead and check us out on our streams. Don't forget to support us on Patreon. And thank you for staying here on the island.
Later, guys.
Bye.